been far too long since I've done a video in this series. I've been kind of in a rut, I guess you could call it. Just, not really interested. I've been so busy with college that I haven't really gotten a chance to get back into this. But I think if I just force myself to do this, I'm going to get right back into it. I made a pretty big discovery with the Ep5 markers the other day where I can print out the labels and put them on there. That was pretty cool. And, well, I finished laminating the desk. I'll show that off in a bit. Well, welcome to Office Logic, Episode 5, where I've been and what I'm gonna do, I guess. Do you think, this guy understands anything? Hello? I don't think there's really anything going on behind those eyes. This isn't a still image, by the way. Yep, there we go. Well, as you can see, I finally got to laminate the desk, and it came out wonderfully. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I even put a T-molding on it, too. It's really, really nice, and I'm just so happy with it. I built this table that Nico is sitting on by scratch. I used parts of some rubber banding from my work. Used some scrap laminate, and I think the whole thing is made out of cheap Home Depot strapping wood. It did not come out the way I wanted it to go because if you actually were here, you would be able to feel underneath that I broke away a lot of the rabbet that I made. That really sucked because I screwed up 3 times. I tried to fill the wood back up, but the filler broke when I tried to rabbet it. It was horrible. So I ended up just nailing it down. And you know what? For a table that's not going to have a whole bunch of stuff on it, except for this curious little guy, I don't think it needs to be too sturdy. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Say hello. Well, let's get back into it, huh? Let's don the old shirt. Now, I kind of ran out of ideas really fast with this channel, which, in hindsight, I probably should have done a little bit more brainstorming regarding it, but I don't mind. It's really whatever comes to mind. There's probably a million things I could talk about. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I made a joke. Why don't I do a video on straws or coffee stirrers or something dumb like that? Jesus, this thing doesn't fit me at all. I had to tuck the thing in because when I was making that table, I had the shirt and tie on, and I thought I was gonna be recording that, but I decided against it. It was, I don't know. I wish I did though. It would have been nice footage. So, I love ceiling panels. This isn't a real one. This is just a measure of foam board that I've poked with a very evil creation I made out of some strapping wood, some pencils, and some hot glue. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know if I'm going to be putting this on the ceiling or what I'm gonna do with this. It was really just a proof of concept, if anything. I got rid of the heirloom dresser and I replaced it with a filing cabinet. This was something to get home. It wasn't a heirloom, but it was inherited. But that's really depressing to say on this channel, actually. I've been a tad depressed, so I haven't really gotten a chance to really clean up. I've still got the glue that I used to adhere the desk laminate. There's Diet Coke sitting here, and a whole bunch of junk. But I figure I'm gonna force myself to be more active and do some stuff, and I think that'll make me feel a whole hell of a lot better. Here's a little sneak peek at the Expo markers. I recently picked up some transparent sticker paper and it came in the mail today. And you see, I love vintage Expo markers. These are some very, very rare Expo 2 alcohol-based markers from the 80s. Unfortunately, I sprayed 2 of them with a clear coat, and the clear coat came out horrible, and I ended up just having to like acetone and remove the old label, but I replaced them with this transparent sticker paper. I gotta figure out though, how do I prevent it from getting dirty? Which honestly, I might just put some contact paper over it, like transparent contact paper. I have like a whole roll of it down here. It got a little bit wrinkled because it got stepped on and moved and scratched and jostled, but I think if I take the top layer off and wrap it around those two, I think it'll look really good. Expo markers is something I and a buddy of mine I know on Facebook know a lot about. He helped a buddy. No, I don't know that guy. He helped a man write a book on Expo. Not Expo, Sanford. Sharpies, the Espresso line, all their kind of inks and stuff. Like fascinating stuff, but yeah, fascinating to me and a couple others. So, what's the future hold in store for me? Probably a lot. Maybe not. Maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew, but there's definitely still a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. I should have mentioned the chair over there that I was sitting on at the beginning of this. I picked up from an office liquidation, as well as that filing cabinet back there too. What else? I mean, this is all something that, this is a very unscripted episode. I never really wrote down a script. I decided when I was talking to somebody on the internet, I haven't done a video in that little series that I do, and you know what, I feel bad and I want to get it back. I want to get back to doing it. Where are my glasses? Anyways, yeah. At the end of the day, I'm feeling really confident about all this. I don't know. To be honest, I really am waffling, I think is the word. Just talking a bunch of nonsense just to talk. That I'm happy. I'm glad that I can reconsider this little project that I'm doing and try and do something with it. Maybe I'll ask the little chat GPT for some ideas. Not for scripts though. I don't think he likes that idea actually, so maybe I won't. Yeah. Well, whatever the case and however I get my inspiration, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I've never talked about the fax machine. I've never talked about the telephone. I've never talked about the hand sanitizer on my desk. That hand sanitizer is literally vintage. That was one of the first hand sanitizers you could get. There's so much, that I can talk about and discuss. And I want to do a video where I go outside and actually look at some of the stuff. My therapy office has Wilson Art laminate in some places, but it also has the rubber kick molding. It's got, the ceiling tiles. It's got a whole bunch of stuff, and I can do a video on, the school that I work at, talk about the vinyl tiles, talk about, cinder blocks and their use. I don't know. Something stupid like that. That just makes me happy. And I'm confident. And that Expo marker video, I'll have to do it, but I want to make it a special one because me and that buddy, we know a lot combined about Sanford and Expo both. I mainly collect Expo markers because I like having a little whiteboard and stuff, but there's other interesting things made by that same company. Their accent line of highlighters, the Sharpie line, and so much. Well, I've gone on for far too long about these silly things, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be trying again, to get ideas out of my brain. I think I maybe burned myself out by doing so many videos in such a short period of time. Don't cry. I'm sorry. But I have ideas. I have horrible, evil ideas that I'm going to enact. Well, this was Office Logic episode 5. You know, the next episode, I think I'm going to do it on the things in the wild. It might be a multi-part series because there are some places that I can't really get to very easily. Maybe this next one will be about my college, Bunker Hill. There's a lot of stuff in the lecture hall. There's some Great Nebula tables. The whole school is very reminiscent of the 70s, except for the brand new additions, which I'm not very happy about, but, you know, not everybody lives in the past like I do. Well, I just said I was going to end this video, and then I went on another tirade about college and stuff, so I better cut it short right here. This was Office Logic, episode 5. Next one's going to be my college and the office fixtures inside of it. Farewell.